you know, it's like I think it was really good because like he's not a bad person. He's not a vapid person. He's not a shallow person, and neither is she. They're just fundamentally incompatible.
And that's the thing that I think is good about this movie is that it's kind of relatable because these are all just human beings out doing their thing, and they didn't caricature anyone really.
Welcome to the X-Files, a podcast about breakups, broken hearts, and moving on. I'm Claire.
And I'm Janice. We are breakup coaches, here to help you beat your breakup,
Heal your broken heart,
and move on to an amazing, abundant life. Welcome to a X-Files happy hour episode.
It's been a while.
Everyone. I'm 2 drinks in. And yes, it has been a while. So the last happy hour episode that we did, oh my God, it was actually...
Was it the one at your house?
It was at my house, it wasn't 50 Shades of Grey. It was 500 Days of Summer.
Oh my God, that was the
Brett.
last. Oh my God, we had Brett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Brett, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Kisses to you.
That might have scared him away.
Possibly.
That
was a very well received happy hour episode. I think that we got the most feedback on that one, and that was that a lot of the people in our audience happened to really love that movie, and so had appreciated hearing what we had to say about it.
Yeah,
I thought that it was a blast, but Claire and I have a lot going on in our lives, and the show is just like going off like gangbusters, and so we had to kind of meet up and decide where should we cut things, and we decided not to do the monthly happy hour, at least for a while. I mean, maybe we'll come back to it because I love doing them. So it has been a few months, and now we're back with another one.
Now we're back and continuing to switch things up. We have not chosen a movie from 10 years ago. We chose a movie that came out in 2021, guys.
Right. So
who are we?
The first ever happy hour that we did was
that Twilight? No.
He's Not That Into You?
Oh, no, I think that was the second one.
Okay, so the first ever one. Oh, Valentine's Day. Oh my God. It was Valentine's Day.
Oh no, it was. Wow, that was. Oh my God, that was that means that was 11 months ago.
That is so crazy. And that was a really good happy hour episode. Yeah, I mean, we didn't know what we were going to do other than come on and talk about it. And we like went for it. I mean, I know I listened to it after and I was cracking up at the things that we were saying about that movie. Anyhow, we really want to keep doing these happy hour episodes. So if there's a film that you would like Claire and I to listen to or to watch, drink, and analyze for the world to hear, please let us know. Honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, that's so cool stuff. So like this movie came out and I'm like, it's a Christmas movie, it's a rom-com. There's probably going to be things for us to talk about.
Certainly there was. Okay, so I am drinking and I'm going to tell you the ingredients and then you can let me know if you know what this is. So I have red wine.
Okay.
I have cinnamon sticks. I have bourbon. And I have oranges.
Oh my God. Oh, no. I know this. A sangria?
Close. It's warm.
Warm
because it's winter.
Spiced cider. I don't know.
It's mulled wine.
Mulled wine. Oh, yes. Gotcha.
So it is so simple and it's so delicious. And I have to say, I haven't had it in a little while. Mm-hmm. And I'm having all these visceral experiences because when I was in Australia, this was like what you drank during Christmas. Even though it's summer there in Christmas, everyone still makes mulled wine.
Yeah.
And the scents are just bringing back all these crazy memories. And each time I have a sip, it's just, taking me back in time. And I also have to say it's delicious.
Aw.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. I was gonna say, I'm like, if you're having a
Mm.
visceral experience, I don't know if that's wine, Janice.
Well, it's the memories.
Yeah. I got it now. At first I was like,
wine can do that though. I've had some
Wine
crazy
can do that.
experiences with wine.
Yeah, wine is fun. I am having wine as well, as per my kind of usual thing. But I actually did not plan this at all, but the wine that I stock my pantry with is from Fresh Vine, which happens to be like co-founded by Nina Dobrev, who stars in this movie.
Nina.
Yeah.
She did not know. We did not plan this.
I didn't plan it. I mean, I knew the wine was from her and I knew the movie was her, but then I never put together I'll be drinking that wine with that movie. So it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of the wine. So, you know, cheers. Cheers. So yeah, I'm drinking the Pinot Noir right now. Yeah, which is impressive for me because I don't usually go for a red. But it is the first day of snow.
Yes, it's a very wintry
strange to drink a Chardonnay.
Yeah, no, that's the Chardonnays for summer all the way.
You can't, no, not on a snow day. So yeah,
we had a blizzard here. So it died down for quite a while, and then it just started going nuts outside. Everyone, we are recording this from Denver. It is December 10th. We have just had the first snow of the season. It was awesome.
Yeah,
and we're very excited about it.
I'm very excited. Yeah,
and we're also excited about Love Hard.
Love Hard.
So opening montage
scenes
of her and her
montages.
dates.
We start off with a variety of cliches. She is a writer with a dating column in LA. We are two writers as well, so it's, you know, we get it. But
I mean, my life is glamorous enough, and I'm not a dating writer. I mean, and to say that she's some, you know, old what do you call it when you're not married after 30?
A spinster.
A spinster, yeah, because she hasn't found anyone yet, and it's just not believable. I'm sorry, especially because she's gorgeous, and you know, she just happens to be matching with all these amazing men, and yet we're still like meant to be sorry for her because she's the awkward, ugly duckling.
No, that's actually the thing that they get into later in the movie is she's finding problems with everyone else. It's not that actually they are having problems. Like, yeah, there are a few like bad dates she goes on where like she's having dinner and wine by the fireplace with someone and his wife walks in with their two kids. Like, obviously that's a train wreck. But you know, like there's kind of, she's like, in this part it's from her perspective, she's like highlighting the things that have gone like wrong, but we get later from her boss, he's like, literally you run away at the first sign of something not being perfect with someone, you know. It's like you're doing this to yourself sort of thing. So that's just kind of like, you know, we know she's not a reliable narrator. So
Claire with the English major lexicon, loving it. You know, obviously it's a Christmas movie, and it's a made for streaming Christmas movie, so it's not, you know, gonna blow your socks off. Of course there's gonna be some cliches. That's totally fine. I'm not complaining. But what do we find out kind of early on? So, okay, Claire, maybe you can explain this to me, because this is something that messed with my head the entire time.
Oh yeah?
Why, if she is so fed up with the dating scene, does she make the decision to then open up her app and then change her filter to just be anyone in the entire country?
Oh, that was Heather McMahon, her best friend in the park.
Yeah.
Remember, she actually went in and she changed the settings. Yeah.
And why?
So it was her, because she was like, you're dating LA guys, of course they all suck. Which is like a typical thing we hear, you know, it's like LA guys suck, New York guys suck, Santa Barbara guys suck, Denver guys suck. They all fucking suck. It's not that they suck, it's just that dating is just hard, and people typically aren't great to strangers.
Also, what do you think that dating is? that you just show up, and people just appear to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people in the world who you are not going to get along with, and you kind of have to like meet them along the way. To finding the person that you are actually going to, fit with and enjoy the company of. So, yeah.
And when we're talking about enormous cities like Denver, like LA, like New York, you can't tell me that it's a New York thing or a Denver thing. I'm actually in a Facebook group that I'm becoming semi-active in, and it's a group particular to my small area here in Denver, Cap Hill. And several people have posted, oh, is it just me or does dating here suck? And I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like this is a great scene for dating.
Yeah. It's just different. Like wherever you are, it's going to be different. Like Santa Barbara, the struggle is that there are really only so many people there. It's definitely not the smallest town ever. It is a city. But like you are kind of like, if you don't want to date someone who's like retirement age or a student, like there is a limited
their retirement
selection.
age is 40. Like sign me up.
I know.
I'm down with that type of success.
I have been on a date with a 40-year-old, so yeah. It was interesting.
I'd like to know though, if this is a city problem, what is the city that you just show up to and everything is cotton candy and magic and everyone is just walking along holding hands? Like what city has that reputation?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if this is fair at all or correct or anything, but I feel like more conservative areas, you're more likely to get someone who's like interested in a long-term relationship, but they also probably want you to, have a lot of babies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know if that's fair or accurate, but
so I guess maybe you're saying areas that aren't so diverse, where people are maybe expecting,
where it's kind of like you're looking for wifey, or looking for.
Are we gonna name any specifics? Are we talking about Salt Lake City?
Yeah. I'm like that.
I would love to be the fly on the wall in the Salt Lake City neighborhood groups, and I would love to know if people go on there and say, "Is it just me, or does dating in Salt Lake City suck?"
I think it's like different problems. You have more of the problem that they don't want to have sex before marriage, and you're like, "Fuck,
I'm so horny."
So you're like, "I want to try it out though before I buy
it." So yes, more cliches. So, but then what? I mean,
I think LA could just be hard just because it's like a lot of showbiz people, and that it could be like more of like a vapid sort of scene.
Completely. I haven't lived there. I don't know. I have lived though in New York, and I know that the generalizations that people make about New York and about New York dating did not ring true to me when I was living there at all.
Yeah,
I thought that it was
New
a
York,
great place.
It didn't apply. That in LA, it didn't apply. So we can. Yeah. So let's breeze past that.
Okay.
You guys are fine. You don't have it worse than anyone else in
That's
the
kind of
country.
what I'm saying. Don't give an excuse because of where you live. Like take some responsibility, which this woman wasn't doing, which is maybe why she gave her phone to her friend.
Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly. Did you not see the scene?
I remember they're walking in the park.
It was snatched away. It was snatched away.
Okay, but still,
it wasn't entirely.
She's giving this story about it's not working out because LA guys suck and the scene is hard and everyone she matches with is a douche.
Exactly. Yeah, and Heather McMahon is like, no, keep trying. You gotta just widen your search radius from 5 miles to apparently the whole country.
5,000
to 5,000. Yeah, that's a big jump, but she's got the air miles. She's down to travel.
Apparently, she's gonna make it happen. No matter where this guy is. So I want to mention something about Lake Placid, and that is that I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that when I was a girl, I was obsessed with figure skating. Really, seriously. It was my thing for a number of years. I still follow it a little bit today.
Oh.
And Lake Placid is quite a famous figure skating destination.
Go figure skating together.
So I followed it, but I'm not, I don't.
You wouldn't rent some skates and
I would rent some skates, yes, for sure. I just don't want your expectations
oh no
to be very high.
No, I'm good. I can like totally slowly go backwards. So, you know, I'm kind of an expert. So
in fact, one of the last blog posts that I wrote was about Madge Sayers, who was the first female figure skating Olympian. I'm still just kind of fascinated with the culture. And so anyone who's into figure skating knows that Lake Placid is quite famous. So I was like, yay.
Aww, you're like
kind of cool.
Oh my god. We're gonna talk about sports later because there was a scene that just
oh my god, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get
have
there.
a fucking conniption fit. So, okay. But
also just to say for Lake Placid, they make it out like it's a hick town, and it's actually not. It's quite a famous city. I haven't actually been there, but I happen to know that it's not like they don't have a hospital or anything like that. Okay, so we're gonna get there though. So she connects with this guy. They get on the phone and they just start having this daily ongoing, we're going to talk all the time.
I just like, first of all, I want to say like his dating app profile, my notes aren't coming up. His dating app profile says looking for someone spontaneous and drama free. And I'm like, ew, yuck. Like,
yes,
what? Yeah. Like, that's like so many red flags, first of all.
That is a good point, Claire. Thank you for bringing that up. So Claire and I have done several episodes about online dating up to this point, and apparently the no drama thing is a red flag.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about that? You did the research.
Yeah, like if drama is such a big part of their life that they feel like they have to like put a disclaimer on their dating profile that it's not allowed near them, like you're probably the problem.
Yeah.
That's my thinking with it. I guess it was sort of foreshadowing because she does something very spontaneous and there is a lot of drama. But you know, it's just like not something I would have like swiped on. But then it's also like it underlies the fact that, you know, there was a sexy man in these photos and she kind of just saw that. She wasn't really even like reading, you know.
True.
Like that became kind of a problem for her later on, is that she was not paying attention to like who the person was and instead was like, wow, they're so hot.
He's hot.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, that being said, one thing I would say that I would recommend is if you connect with someone on an app, get on the phone, start talking.
Yeah, and they did do that.
Yes,
and it
exactly.
did go really well, and you know, they really clicked. We don't have to go into the details. They just like they really clicked. They stole the whole Die Hard thing from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So there are so many like literary nerdy things that came up in this movie.
Oh my god, yay,
I got so excited about. And the first one that I put like this big thing in my notes about because I happen to know about this thing is, oh my god, when they started talking about where the sidewalk ends. I was so excited because Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. So that was a huge part of my childhood. I can still conjure up memories of being read that when I was in elementary school. And then as a Mormon teen, I can definitely remember the controversy over that book being banned. And we were not allowed to have it in our school. We were not allowed to report on it. We were not allowed to use it for anything.
Oh my god.
And even as a kid, as a teenager, I was like, this is stupid. That is an awesome book. I don't have a copy of Where the Sidewalk Ends, but I'd actually like to procure one. So did you know, Claire, that it was banned for disrespect for authority, a drug reference, which I'm not sure what that was, references to death, and a reference to suicide.
Damn.
And cannibalism. Because if you recall, if you're familiar with it, I'm pretty sure from what I can remember that the babysitter eats the babies in one of the poems.
Yeah, but it's like
it's stupid. Yeah, I know it's not. Of course, it's
like Lord of the Flies is literal cannibalism.
Exactly. Totally.
Yeah.
And also, what it really comes down to, which I don't think a lot of people know, but which is just like nailed in my memory, is that Shel Silverstein was also a cartoonist for Playboy before he came out with Where the Sidewalk Ends. And that is why a lot of people hated him.
Oh yeah, definitely hold people's history.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that great? Yeah. So basically she's clicking really well with Josh, and then her boss says, hey, where's my next article?
Yes.
Like, I need to know about your latest like shitty date. And she's like, I haven't been on any because I'm in love. And she's like, well, I don't care, go on a Tinder date. And she's like, actually, no, I'm gonna fly to Lake Placid and surprise this person that I've been really clicking with, because he sent me a text and said, I wish you were here. And she took it like really literally. Her best friend totally encourages her. So here's the thing. She takes advice from her best friend for like the first half of the movie, like over the phone. You know, her friend's like supporting her. Her friend is not reliable either, because she's like talking on the phone. I want to know if you picked up on this. She's talking on the phone and she pours some whiskey into her mug, and then she gets a phone call on the other line, and she's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, it's my sponsor, I have to go. And she hangs up on Nina Dobrev, and she's like literally drinking whiskey, and that's the last time we see her. Like,
oh, you're right.
And then she's just gone, and I'm like, where did that subplot go?
Oh, is that really the last? Oh my god!
And I'm just like,
right.
That's some.
Who has a sponsor?
Yeah, like, isn't that great? And she's like, yeah, fly across the country. That's a great idea. And she's like, so we continue. So she flies across the country. She gets off the plane. She's got this weird thing about kiwis, which I'm like, well, that's gonna come up.
I did not notice
you didn't
any of that until it happened. We're gonna let's
you were
get
probably
there.
So shocked when she turned.
Yeah, I was actually.
Okay, so she mentions kiwis a couple times. She has an allergy. You know, it's just like randomly mentions, and so it's like, okay, kiwis,
nerdy. Of course she has allergies.
Yeah, of course she has
allergies. Is somehow a nerd thing, which as someone with allergies, I don't really get, but whatever.
Yeah, today it was a plot device, tomorrow it's just nerdiness. So anyway, so she gets off the plane, she's like, calls an Uber, the like podunk drug dealer guy.
Right. Okay, and again, Lake Placid is not gonna have one Uber driver, but probably the least important thing. But
yeah, maybe working on the holidays, but it wasn't like that close to the holidays. I don't know. So there were a lot of things, like, I'm about to like lose my mind about that one scene I keep bringing up, but like there's a lot of things that are just not rooted in reality. So anyway, so she gets in. She's driving. She goes to the house.
What's his address, Claire?
No, I don't know. I didn't pick up on that.
420 Holt Street.
Holt? I mean, I guess
420 Holt Street. It's just stupid.
But why Holt?
And I don't know.
Oh, so the Holt isn't it? It's just 420 Blazer.
Yes, and of course the Uber driver's like, hell yeah, I smoked weed there.
Yeah, he like gives her a blunt to like hand over to Josh, the sexy man waiting. So she gets there, she knocks on the door, his mom lets her in, he's not home right now. His mom's like, oh, you're friends. It turns out his grandma's there, his dad's there, she meets all of them. They're like super welcoming. She's like, we might be a little bit more than friends, and they're like super excited. And then in he comes.
And wow.
Yeah,
if you hadn't called it before now, Josh doesn't look like his photos. What do you know?
Yeah, Josh doesn't look like his photos.
So my heart kind of broke. at this
Oh,
point.
for
I've
Josh
dated
or for her?
for Josh.
Yeah.
I've dated Asian men. I've been friends with Asian men, and
Mm-hmm.
I know the struggles that they've communicated to me,
Mm-hmm.
and that it is apparently hard to be on the apps. And
Oh.
not be 6 feet tall and not look, like the stereotypical person, but to have inside, so much to share.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, when he walked in, I felt sad for him, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think that was something really good that this movie did, is that it wasn't so much about his race at all. It was just like it was
His
kind of just like built
insecurities.
into the plot as like like that wasn't built into the plot. They could have cast anyone from any race, I feel like. Especially because so Josh was biracial, and then also Tag, who turns out to be, I mean, this whole thing is a spoiler alert. Tag was the actual guy in the photos. He's also biracial. So, like when we met his parents, his mom was Asian and his dad was Caucasian. And for Josh, it seemed like, well, his mom was Caucasian and his dad was Asian.
So Josh's stepmom is white. So in the
Oh.
movie, both of his parents are Chinese, which they do reference.
Oh, okay.
And he
cool.
even asks Nat, oh, you've never dated a Chinese guy before, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I actually don't know if it could have just been any race, because I actually think that Asian men face completely unique challenges to being on the apps that they that they highlight.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not negating that. I'm just saying, like, they weren't like making it like, oh my God, you're Asian.
Oh,
Like that wasn't
completely.
the big deal.
Totally.
Yeah.
It was, I saw it from his point of view, that he was
Yeah.
too insecure to be out there as who he was because of maybe things that he had gone through in the past being on apps as an Asian man. Which I happen to know ring true because I've dated Asian men who have told me these exact things.
Yeah. But his the scene where they go over his previous photos from before he started using Tag.
Right.
It had nothing to do with that. It was
completely.
He was, yeah. I mean, the photos, I mean, we can skip over this later, but since it's coming up naturally now, but they go through his photos, and this is why we had, episodes about how to do your photos and make you seem approachable and safe.
Yes.
Because he had like a picture with an axe and then a picture with rope and like
trying to make himself
giving
seem
like murdery
ultra masculine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it just was like kind of like weird and scary, just like the posing. And he was clearly very awkward in those photos because it was not who he was.
I mean, yeah, and I would argue that confident in how he was appearing,
because he was trying to be someone else.
How he wasn't. Once that it wasn't a concern how he was appearing physically, he was just able to, throw up in the door and connect with someone. But when it was a concern about how people were going to perceive him just from looking at his photo, he was completely just tied up and couldn't do anything. Which is why he has a wrench in his hand.
He was like, I was fixing something. Girls love it when you fix things. And it's like, yeah, but like,
true, but you like in person, not in a photo. Yeah. So exactly. He walks in and she's
like
shocked.
Yeah, she's shocked. She's like, I think she's like trying. I mean, she doesn't say like, "Oh my God, you catfished me!" like in front of his family. She's kind of just like, I gotta go," and like runs out the door. And he runs after her, and she's like, "You fucking catfished me! Like, what the fuck?"
So she's at the house. She's, of course, shocked. She runs out, and although she couldn't get an Uber, it's apparently like the biggest hick town in the country. She's able to just find her way to this hop-in karaoke bar that everyone seems to be at.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the real Josh walks in.
The real, so
quote unquote.
The pictures of Josh, that guy, walks in and she's like, WTF.
So what she says is something I wrote down because I thought it was so fascinating. She says, "This may not be my child, but I'm still going to raise it." So she sees him come in and she realizes.
Wasn't she talking about the karaoke, like raise the roof?
I think she was talking about the dude from the pictures. That's how I took it. Like, she's still gonna try and get with him, even though that's not why she's there. That's how I took it. I could be completely wrong. What do you think?
Okay. I took it as like she's about to raise the roof in karaoke.
So it may not be my child, so I'm still going to raise it.
Yeah, like so raise the roof. You know, like
okay, I disagree.
And she was 100% raising the roof.
I respectfully disagree, but at the same time,
that was that was not a cliche phrase. So good for them. Good for the writers, because I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, completely. I mean, we're having a conversation about it.
Yeah, we're like, what?
But she decides she's still gonna get with him. And then she calls her friend who encourages her to do it. And she reveals that her secret sauce is that she does karaoke and shakes her ass. So even though she's meant to be some homely journalist who can't get anyone
feeling. Yeah, see, I think that's what we disagree on. I think that's the thing, is she isn't the nerdy homely girl, you know? She is actually like great. But no. That's what I mean, is like she's the one messing up all the dates, like except for the ones that are obviously like she knows not she's working. Hot,
but like she doesn't think anyone's good enough for her.
Basically, yeah, she's looking for someone perfect, right? And she thinks she's got like a script of what perfect looks like. That's not necessarily what's perfect for her. Right? So yeah, so she's like, this is what I need. I need a guy who's like 6'2" and has a beard and is manly and chops
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl with a So she's gonna go.
So she decides, I'm gonna get his attention by singing karaoke, my sexy karaoke. And she's like, you know, gotta get a little liquid courage. So she steals shots from some poor girls.
Yeah, she does.
2 shots back to back. Good for her. Go her. And gets on up there. And, you know, opening is incredible. Like, she's facing away from the audience. Like, everyone is reeled in. They're eating up what she's putting down. And she turns around and her face is just totally swollen.
Okay, so can we stop here? So when you saw her, I was like, in the mirror. Okay, so what did you think?
I was like, she's allergic to kiwis. They've been doing that the whole time. They've been talking about kiwis this whole like 15 minutes. I was like, kiwis this and kiwis that.
I'm so glad that you're saying that, because when I had definitely just gotten off a long day. Yeah. I was taking notes, but I hadn't, caught on to everything. So when she looked in the mirror and her face was ugly and swollen, I thought, is this some type of like sci-fi movie where she has rejected Josh, and because she has rejected Josh, she is now
in the intergalactic bar
into this hideous figure? That is the only way that I could explain it, is because she is appearing now to everyone as ugly because she has done this ugly thing.
Wait, what? He catfished her. Rejecting him is not ugly.
I know, but I didn't know why that had happened. Yeah. And so that's how I explained it in my mind.
What is happening right now?
Yes. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Wow. What? Yeah. Like,
I mean, she mentioned kiwis when her friend was getting smoothies. She mentioned kiwis in the fucking Uber ride to his house. So 2 times that I can recall of her being like, no, I'm allergic to kiwis. And I'm like, her face is all swollen now. She must have eaten some kiwis somewhere.
I hadn't caught that.
And good for the guys, because she was doing like a whole like table routine of the dance and everything, like right in front of Tag. Yeah. He was like, guys, don't be mean.
Tag was a nice guy.
She's got some sort of like face issue.
He said disorder. Maybe
a disorder.
Goes, maybe she has a disorder.
Yeah, he's like, don't laugh at her, which was very nice of him. I mean, she was doing great. But then she sees herself in the mirror and she's like, oh no. And so she runs outside, and that's like, I think Josh had come in and seen part of her performance and was like, oh no, she's allergic to kiwis. Because he obviously knew that after 2 weeks of phone call conversations, because she like talks about it all the time. So she passes out and he takes her to the vet, because I guess the hospital was closed. Because
it didn't have one in like Placid, according.
Oh, he said like
he said that it was 30 miles away.
30 miles. Yeah, they're so into extreme sports. There's gotta be
exactly
like, a hospital nearby.
He is there with her at the vet, and then they start coming up with a bit of a deal.
Basically, she's like, you catfished me. And he's like, I'm sorry, but I could set you up with Tag, because we used to be best friends before he got popular. And in return, just stay pretending to be my girlfriend, because my family is like so happy.
So to push back on your idea that she's not desperate, why would she do this thing if she wasn't desperate? I mean, this is just dumb.
Yeah. So I think the narrative that they want us to think is that over the 2 weeks of getting to know like the actual person, Josh, because that's the whole thing, is he was 100% him on the phone calls and everything. It's just the pictures, just the visual that wasn't him. So like, she knew who he was, which I don't know if you can get to that point really in 2 weeks, but so
with
that's
that
kind
much
of the
talking
theory.
You would at least think that you had.
Yeah, you would have a pretty good idea of like at least who this person is, like surface level maybe,
or what they're trying to show you. I mean, you would have developed a connection.
Yeah,
certainly.
exactly. Yeah, because you wouldn't have seen them like interacting with other people. You wouldn't see their blind spots and like the things that they can't pick up on, but you would understand how they perceive themselves, at least.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so I think it's like, because like they actually do have like a friendship type connection. Like, it was like his pictures that made her feel like it was more, but they did have like a lot of compatibility and stuff. So I think that's why she stayed. I think also like it's kind of like, oh, there's also the whole like journalistic perspective. She's like, well, I might as well see what happens, because it'll probably make a great story.
Yeah, she didn't say that, but possibly.
Didn't say that,
yeah,
but
she seemed really wanting to get with this tag guy for for whatever reason. But I didn't think it rang true, but for whatever, like this is what they decide to do.
I mean, when someone's really hot, it's hard to separate the fact that how they look is not actually who they are. He's
a good guy, though, I have to say, like in the end,
but not compatible with her, as we'll find out.
Yeah. But you kind of think that they're gonna make it into this slapstick thing where he turns out to be this huge douche.
Yeah,
and that isn't what happens.
And that's nice. So like, they avoided that one cliche.
Yeah, one.
It's a perfectly nice person, just not the person for her. So
yeah, or at least she's not for him, because she ends up being fake. But we'll get there. Yeah. Josh takes Nat home, and the family is all into it. And did you write down what his grandma said, Claire?
No, I don't take as many notes as you do.
The pen is mightier than the penis?
Oh,
you did write that down.
Saucy. I love it.
Yeah, so they are coming up with this story that they got to know each other through texting and, talking and communicating and whatnot. And yes, I did love that the grandma said the pen is mightier than the penis.
So cute.
So what's going to happen next? And that is that Josh is going to teach Natalie how to climb a rock wall. And why is that?
Because that's what Tag's into.
And Josh and his family just happen to own a damn rock wall.
All things outdoors. Your outdoor supply store.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, I really was full eye roll mode. Fine. I understand it helped, but it was just a little too easy. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of supply stores have like a mini rock wall in there. So
yes, and his family just happens to be in that business, and so is Tag, and they're gonna bring it all together and teach her.
She's like super not into it. She's very, very scared. And Josh has to be like really like understanding how she ticks to kind of like get her to, like she wants to do it, but she's like, scared and everything. And he has to like calm her fears and talk her into it. And you're like, oh, wow, they work so well together.
Yes. And it's going to make you happy. And so I'm going to help you do it.
Okay. And then also he has her read Walden by Henry Thoreau.
David
Thoreau. What? Henry
what? David Thoreau.
Is it David? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it David?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
I mean, go ahead. I'm just saying.
Henry David Thoreau. So what do you think, Janice? Is Thoreau a dick?
Well, so the thing about Thoreau, and I was a little surprised at this. So the thing about Thoreau is he was extremely confident in the way that he was living was the end all be all. And he was definitely the type of person who looked down on those who didn't, believe with his ideology.
Yeah.
But he was also a complete genius, and he had a lot of really cool ideas about things.
But Natalie thinks that Thoreau is a dick. And yet she pretends to be like super into Thoreau. When Tag gets there, because Josh told her it's his favorite book, and Tag's like, oh my god, you're reading Walden? And she's like, yeah, like,
see, and that I found it a little painful because as a journalist, you probably want to read it. I mean, it's not a cringy read. It's an amazing book to read. It's a experience, and I thought it was a bit contrived.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was like cementing her into like the city slicker role or something.
Yeah, like why bring in Thoreau of all things? I mean, of everything that she complained about, I was kind of like, this is
for a Netflix rom-com to tackle Thoreau. This is kind of funny. But anyway, so she pretends to like this book that she hates in order to like, attract the guy who's like obsessed with this book. He rereads it every year. He's like, that is like my jam. Like
props to him. It's not an easy book.
Like I mean, it's it's like I think it was really good because like he's not a bad person. He's not a vapid person. He's not a shallow person, and neither is she. They're just fundamentally incompatible.
And that's the thing that I think is good about this movie is that it's kind of relatable because these are all just human beings out doing their thing, and they didn't caricature anyone really.
That was really good. Yeah, especially like, I mean, I'm thinking about like the end scene, or not the end scene, but where the confession type of scene where she tells like everyone what she does, which we'll get into. And it kind of like when you tell the story, like honestly, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, totally.
But like when you're like there and you don't know the backstory, you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, Josh is still a dumbass. I mean, there's no way around that. But Tag,
dumbass, but
no, unfortunately, is not at all.
Yeah. So, okay.
And she either, because yes, she's kind of molding herself to meet this tag ideal, but don't so many people do that when they meet someone that they're attracted to?
Yeah, I think it's a process of learning not to do that. Because you
Yeah.
know what happens is if you successfully get the guy, eventually you can't do it anymore. And then it's like you either have to do the breaking up or you start to become who you always were. And they're like, wait, you've changed. And you're like, I never changed. I just was pretending to like the things that you liked.
Yeah.
And that's a way worse thing than having it kind of fail.
That's why we're always talking about just be super conscious of the fact that if you're so excited about this, it's because this is what happens in every single damn relationship, and it's called the honeymoon, and that some things are going to carry on over after the honeymoon period is over and some things are not, and it's not bad, it's just how it works.
Yeah.
And this is the time to decide if you really want to stay together. And yeah, it might be 6 months or 2 years in, but this is where the magic really happens.
Yeah. So be fully you. Like, be fully
and look, maybe you're gonna read Walden because you want to impress a dude, but if you really want to, you know, take this on, you might continue to study about it and really, really make it a part of your life and your world and come to love the book in your own right.
Yeah, like me with country music. I really like country music now. Didn't listen to it at all before being with my ex-fiance.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to get my boyfriend now into country music because I like it.
Or you might say in the end, you know what? This actually isn't as much my jam as I thought it was. Exactly. And then it's up to both of you to decide what to do with that.
And that's the thing too, is that I'm into different country music than my ex-fiance. Like, I love Casey Musgraves. He could not stand her. But
really?
Yeah, so it's like, it's kind of like this like progression, you know? So like maybe if she kept reading Thoreau, she wouldn't have been into Walden, but maybe she would have been into one of his other works, you know?
Yeah. But my last boyfriend just wanted to go bicycling all the time. And at first I was like, yeah.
Like mountain biking or like road biking?
So they call it push biking in Australia. And it's just bicycling. It's just riding bikes. Bicycles.
It's like road bicycles, like the skinny tires? Like with the really tight outfits? Like the outfits. With like the cone-shaped helmets? That's so funny.
Yes. And so at first I was like, yeah. And then eventually, like several months in, I was like, actually, no.
Oh, you were trying to bike too, or you were just like,
I just thought conceptually, I've always liked riding bikes. You know, I present on bikes. I like going out into nature.
You're like, yeah, there's a history behind bikes.
Yes, yeah.
You wrote an article about the history of women riding bikes.
I did. A very highly read article. And I'm like, that does sound fun. When I was in Germany, I would go bike riding with my partner. But in a big city, it's just completely different. And, you know, you get out there and, you know, I had to tell him, actually, I don't want to do this at all. And it was really hard for him to take. He kept on saying, yes. And when we broke up even, he's like, but you wouldn't, you know, ride a push bike with me. I'm like, I'm just being honest, mate.
Yeah, like have your own hobbies though. Like totally. You're like, keep going riding. I'm not like stopping you. I just don't want to go.
Bike. Keep going riding. But not with me.
Be like, I want to only ride tandem. Only. And I will not pedal. It's all you, babe. Just there with your mulled wine on the backseat.
I'm like, cheers.
And like a little sip.
I
love you. You're like, this is a great workout for you, babe. You got this.
He brought it up over and over that I you know, put my foot down about it. But I just like, in the end, I just decided that in Melbourne, I don't want to bicycle.
No. Yeah, like I would do it. I mean, I don't mind biking. I wouldn't be like 100-miler or anything.
No, I think if
or
there
like
were
an every
dirt
weekend
roads,
person.
if it was rural, if it was not with a bunch of cars,
if it was
that's
like
what
a
gets
wine
me.
tasting tour in France,
yes,
that would be wonderful.
And
my friend
I don't want to
did
be
that.
on the same road as cars.
Ooh, if it was it's so stressful.
A wine tour without cars in France, I would be on there.
In the south of France,
I'd be setting the pace.
In the fields. You'd be like, the Chardonnay gave me a lot of energy.
But
let's go, girls. Okay.
So our point being that Tag likes to rock climb.
Yeah.
And so Natalie decides that she's going to rock climb. But I have to say, in Tag's defense, he never said, I want this in a woman.
No.
She came to him and said,
Josh
date
told
me.
her, Tag wants this in a woman. Which is like, maybe he has an accurate perception of what Tag wants from being best friends until like 5th grade. But like, yo, Tag hadn't even hit puberty yet. Like, how do you know this guy? I mean, I think it did quote work because Tag did end up being really into her.
If you met someone who you were physically attracted to, who happened to be into all the things that you were into, wouldn't you kind of have your mind blown? Like, you'd want to get to know this person more.
I'd be mind blown. Yeah. No, totally. I mean, I've been there. Yeah.
I don't require that in my relationships, exactly. But obviously it's this manipulation that they're doing with Tag, because obviously you want to get to know this person more. Exactly. It's really not fair to him.
Yeah, like he could have fallen for her if she had been herself, like theoretically.
Yeah.
And been like, you know what, you're not into rock climbing or throw, but actually those are my things, and I don't need a partner who is as excited about those things as I am.
They
as
never
long as
indicated...
you support me continuing to do the things that I'm into, then we're all good. Yeah, so yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, yeah, so like I've been in that situation, not like exactly this, but where like, you know, my ex-fiance and we were like literally the same person. Like like minor differences, but like really we were 100% same person, like same worldview, same perception of others. Like anytime we were in a situation and we'd like talk about it later, like we were always on like exactly the same page, which was like really, really great. But it's also like not a requirement for me for my relationship, because it also ended up accentuating some of the things that I think are maybe weaknesses of mine. So like, because we were the same person, we also accentuated each other's weaknesses, and we weren't growing each other at all because we were just in the same pattern.
It's so like me. And also I think when you can't see eye to eye, it's that much harder to accept, because you don't understand, because you always see eye to eye in everything. Why, when it's these important things about your relationship, why can't you? And it's devastating.
Yeah. So there's like a middle ground, and I think that involves like the things that, you know, say your partner was like, I mean, knock on wood, like this never happened. Say they were like terribly burnt in a fire and they were just totally unrecognizable. They couldn't do any of the physical activities you guys had gotten used to doing. And you were literally just on each other's mental like playing fields. Do you still love that person? If all the physical stuff falls away, their job falls away, their, you know, status and social, like social circles, everything falls away, their money, everything, do you like them as a person? Could you see yourself like talking to them when you're both in wheelchairs? Like, that's really, I think, what it's about.
Yeah. And that is hard to visualize. It's hard to know. I guess.
It's hard to know, but I think not like prioritizing those things at the detriment of other things.
I completely agree. That'll get you closer. Hobbies are so superficial. Yes, yeah, they change. Completely.
I'm like all over the place with a hobby. I mean, I have things that are like 100% lifelong, like horses. Like obviously, I'm not gonna like hate horses next year. And my cats.
but I think it was more Natalie's.
Yeah. So I think that yeah,
she was the one being superficial though, not Tag.
Being superficial, exactly. And like I think that's good to like have a protagonist who has flaws. Who isn't a victim. She wasn't a victim, really.
Totally. Oh no, she was not.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't have told her to get on that plane. No, she wasn't. If she was my client, I've been like, you do not have my approval.
Yeah, get on the
plane. So they rock climb and then she passes out and Josh kicks her over the wall.
Oh my god. No. Janice, we have to talk about this. Okay. I mean, so they do a practice wall and the next day the practice wall is much, much shorter than the full wall. The full wall is like 50 feet, maybe. It's indoor rock climbing. This is not how you rock climb. This is a totally inaccurate
depiction. Oh, that it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, first of all, they didn't even have a conversation about who was belaying who before she went up the wall. Tag would have never been like, come on, Natalie, join me up here. If they were into each other, he would have been belaying her and staring at her butt. That is how it works. Her life would have been in his hands. Instead, her life is in no one's hands because no one was belaying her. Okay? Like her rope went into some weird direction. There was no one picture belaying her. It wasn't Josh. He didn't have his hands on the rope. You never let your hands leave the rope. Ever.
Right.
And there's communication. The whole fucking time you're climbing the wall, you start to freak out and you're like, I'm ready to let go. They'd be like, on belay. I got you. No communication at all. You never would fucking climb up onto the top of the wall. Like no one's yelling at her right now, being like, girl, don't do that. And then I was like, well, maybe she's auto-belayed. No, she couldn't have climbed on top of the wall if she was auto-belayed because the mechanism is at the 90-degree point between the wall and the top of the wall.
Right.
She couldn't have climbed up there. It was just totally crazy. And I just want you guys to know, like, rock climbing is a very dangerous thing. You have to be like there's no fucking pushing people over the edge because I'm sorry if her
and it's not just this thing where you go to the top and cheer and then go down and cheer.
No, you get to the top and you're like on belay and they're like belay on and you're like falling and they're like got you and there's a whole script and it made me so like I was the whole time I was like anxiety, like this is terrible.
Rock climbers in the audience, were you angered at this scene? Have you seen the movie? Go back and watch it.
I was
because
so
you're
anxious.
Right. I've known some rock climbers and they take it a lot more seriously than this did.
It's someone's life.
It's
like there's no fucking way that she jumped down.
Yeah, and then she just gets to the top and is like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. And no one. I mean,
you totally do feel that way at the top, but you're not climbing over the edge. You're hanging at the top, death grip, and then you look down and you're like, ah! And then eventually you get tired enough your first time around that you let go, and they belay you down, and it's fine, and you learn that you're not gonna die. Like,
whereas this was more like they portrayed it like an amusement park ride. Where you get yourself up to the top and then oh wow, I did it, oh my god, throw down.
Because like they do have auto belay devices where you basically, if you fall, it catches you and slowly lowers you down. I hate those personally because I like to like
Oh my God,
lower
I had
myself.
no idea you were so into this.
Oh my God, yeah.
I
It's
like
been
rock
a while
climbing,
since I've climbed, but I
I'm
was really
not
into
into the
it.
lingo. I happen to know though. I've dated a couple rock climbers and
Yeah.
serious shit.
It's, it's great for dates. Like, it's wonderful because
Yeah.
you get to like,
I have
their
gone on
bodies
some
are
rock
like moving.
climbing dates. I have.
No, you get to like look at their butt like a whole lot.
Show what you're made of. I would love to start rock climbing with you actually. If we could settle on a place here and do like a weekly thing, I'd be down. This is not the mulled wine speaking. I would love that. I love the culture.
Oh my gosh. We can, I have some people here that
Cool.
that are also like really good at it. And so
awesome.
I'm sure they'd
really
be down
rusty,
to go as well.
but I know that everyone would, lift me up.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's fine. Like you get back into it easily. So
it's an easy thing to do on different levels. Sure. She could have been like, I don't know how to rock climb, but I'm down to try. And Tag could have taught her. Like it would have been fine. To get back to the movie. Sorry.
And the thing is though, when it's like your hobby and someone's interested in it, expressing an interest in it and saying, I'd love to learn more about it. That's a thing. That's interesting. That's a way to connect. Not coming in and saying, I already know how to do this. Let's just go off into the world as expert rock climbers. Yeah, it was not a good example as to how to connect with someone.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't advise that. But she got through it, apparently.
So, yeah, apparently so, because Tag wants to keep on dating her. Yeah. So what Josh's candles or one of my biggest pet peeves, baby, it's cold outside. You go, Claire.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that laugh to come out. I don't know.
So what did you think about Josh being a candle maker?
I think it was cute. I think it was nice. Right. I mean, I'm down with the candles. We both love candles.
We do love candles. Yeah. So
I mean, it might be not on the same thing as like a brewery owner for you, possibly, but like
there's something odd about it. I haven't quite put my finger on it, but like more power to him.
Yeah.
That was fine. Oh, so do you want to say anything about Josh's brother?
His brother
who now waltzes in.
Yeah. So his brother waltzes in. He's here now. His brother is very into himself. He likes to be the center of attention. And you kind of see how like the brother got all the attention and Josh kind of became like the shadow. Basically, you kind of see that dynamic. So his brother comes in with his like cute wife and is just like basically a child who's like super attention seeking. And
loves it. Yes.
Yeah, and that kind of bugs Natalie as well. She's like, you know what? You should stand up to him next time. And Josh is like, but then they go caroling, and Josh's brother is like apparently a professional caroler, because it's like full on like, what is that School of Rock like? Full on High School Musical Christmas caroling. Glee Christmas caroling. Like his brother's going all out. He's like kind of like bad mouthing the rest of the family, like, hey, you're off tune, you're off key, and like getting everyone in line. And they're kind of
like, how many people even like, carol these days?
Yeah,
much less kind of whack. Take it this seriously.
I mean, good for you, but also like, this is a group activity, not a solo thing. And he was very much taking it as a solo thing. So when one of the people on the porch ask for someone to sing Baby It's Cold Outside, they do a song request. Josh steps forward and is like, me and Natalie are going to do it. And to Natalie's credit, she was like, no, that's like the date rape song. That's like the date rape song. I'm not singing that. And Josh is like, I'm going to change my lyrics. And they do actually a really cute rendition where she's like, I got to go. And he's like, cool, I'll call you an Uber. Like in the song. I thought that was nice.
You're going to be amazed though, that I do not think that it is a date rape song.
Oh
One of my
no.
biggest holiday pet peeves is this ongoing stupid argument that we have about this song being a date rape song.
So it's kind of like a personality development trait, like not liking the word moist. You're kind of like, wow, last time you tried to
it's
develop
not a date rape
personality.
song. I'm just completely sick of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is it not a date rape song?
I mean, oh, there's
Or
so
not
much
a
that I
date
could
rape
say
song,
about
but a
it.
kind of like a kind of aggressively
It's not at all. It's actually a female empowerment song, and I think that it's lazy activism, and I feel like it's fake rage that has been like kind of
oh my
imposed
god,
on
this is
us
a
as
lot of
women.
buzzwords flying at me right now.
I know. For years, this has been going on. And I just have always looked at this song as just being a very, I mean, knowing that it was written in the 1940s, it was a flirty song about a couple who actually wants to stay hanging out, and the woman is, you know, kind of acting quite coy. And if you listen to her arguments, all of her arguments are about how her mom and her brother and her auntie are going to perceive her staying out late. It is not at all about the fact that she wants to go. And he is not even really persuading her that hard. He's, wanting her to stay and encouraging her to do so, but he's like not being pervy at all. And I actually think that it's quite an empowering song and quite lovely and cute. And it makes me kind of sad that somewhere along the way, someone put this label on it.
Got it. She was really rebelling against societal norms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then in the end, she decides to stay. So A, she's being coy, and B, her only arguments are the fact that the world is going to perceive her as being bad if she stays. All of his responses are in response to what she says to him about how she's going to be perceived. He doesn't put any pressure on her at all to stay.
Yeah. But I mean, isn't it also kind of a societal expectation that women don't have needs of their own, and so the only legitimate reasoning is actually relying on how your actions affect other people?
Yeah, could be, but she was the one who decided to go out with him in the first place, and then she's the one who makes all the arguments and then still decides to stay.
Yeah. Okay. I see it.
So I have read about this through the years. Jen Kirkman said in 2018.
Oh, you've got it pulled up. Okay.
I do, because I love this song.
Yeah.
And I think that it's lazy feminism to just say it's a date rape song, ban it, without even thinking about it. And anyone who wants to DM and say they hate me, that's fine.
No, totally.
She says, I'm so tired of this. This song seems odd now, not because it's about coercive sex, but because a woman who knows her reputation is ruined if she stays. The song has a lot to teach us about how society views women's sexuality. But the lesson of the song is not that it's about forcing a woman into sex. If you want to be outraged about what the song is actually about. The double standards in regards to sex that women face and how nothing much has changed. Then enjoy the song. It's a delight. An Atlantic article says, the fellow in the song makes some pretty funny arguments, including the threat of pneumonia, a rationale maybe even the vicious aunt would find acceptable for a couch sleepover. But he's really the secondary character in the song. It's not about acceding to a dangerous wolf. It's about her succumbing to her own she-wolf, which at the very end she does, taking part in the closing bit of harmony and agreeing. As a matter of fact, dude, I will catch my death of cold out there.
Oh, she-wolf.
And also, by the way, it was written by Frank Loesser and his wife as a party song that they would combine, or they would jointly sing to bid farewell to their guests as they would leave their parties.
Aww. Yeah,
it's not this pervy thing that everyone's making it out to be. And I just have to say, there's so many issues in society when it comes to women and violence and danger and actual date rape and drugs. It's stupid. Let's just focus elsewhere.
Focus on things that like really matter.
Yeah. I mean, as someone who's done lots of research about this time in history, it was flirty to kind of say no and then say yes, and it's very timely. Maybe it doesn't age well. I'll give it that. Give it that.
So I guess what we can say is that we appreciate the historical significance of it being a woman actually in her power. And I think there's also like, it is really cool to update it for modern dynamics. And
we don't need to have a woman
in her power in the modern times in a new like rendition. I think that's
like
cool
what would happen now.
Yeah, but, exactly.
Yeah, to say that it's pervy, I don't know. I don't think it's
I guess necessary. One of the lines
it's an Academy Award winning song.
Yeah. I mean, one of Josh's lines is like, I really don't think you're trying that hard, you know, when she's like making excuses, he's like, go. And so that kind of highlights the meaning of what you were saying about the song, where it's like she's saying these things, but she's really not like, she's not really believing it either.
And she's today like, we would say, in 1944, that might have been flirty and acceptable. In 2021, you say what you mean and you mean it. Okay, we've come a long way. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't mean that it's a dangerous song. It just means that things have changed. Josh and Natalie did a great
rendition.
Duet.
Yeah. So they did a
which I also approve of.
Yeah. They stole the spotlight away from his spotlight hungry brother. And his brother was like, you know what? This cannot stand. I'm going to announce that we're pregnant right now with my wife. So then the attention went back to him. And Josh was like, you know what? I'm taking
it back.
Yeah, I'm going to take the attention back. And he gets down on one knee and proposes to Natalie, who's like, no. Don't do this.
What the hell would you do, girl?
That I was so much cringe. So much cringe. Yeah.
But she says yes. And then the next thing I have in my notes is that where does this enormous so she decides to go on another date with Tag. And somehow she has this huge fucking joint in her wallet.
Yeah, that's what the Uber driver gave her when he first dropped her off at 420 Holt Street.
I'm so sorry. I must have been half with it.
He was like, could you give this to Josh? We used to smoke a lot. Tell him that the blah, 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 blah is here or something. And you know, when she tells Josh, she's like, so she's on the date with Tag, and he's like, we're gonna go bobsledding, and she's like, fuck. And so she goes into a private place and she calls Josh, and she's like, Josh, I can't do this. And he's like, you gotta do it, just put your AirPods in. And she's like, you know what?
I didn't know where that
I actually have this giant joint in my backpack. And she tells him, blah blah blah, says that he's back, and he's like, when did he get out of jail? And she hangs up on him.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So it was from the Uber driver, which is like props to her for like smoking a joint that she didn't know the origins of. And then also going bobsledding afterwards.
So they happened to go on this bobsled thing, with that in and of itself.
That's a cool date, honestly. Like,
I have to say, cool. I would really like to go bobsledding.
I would love that.
Yeah, can we do that? I don't think, like, how anyone who knows, if you want to, sponsor an episode or two of X-Files, and take us on a bobsledding adventure.
Even without the sponsoring. I mean, we're like,
if you have any idea
whatever
how we
on
can
the sponsoring.
Yeah, I'm just saying, anyone with opportunities,
anyone with a
bobsled.
If it's like that, if it's like a luge, then yeah.
So a luge is where you're just yourself on the.
Oh no! No,
yes,
I wouldn't be down for luge. Is. Okay, never mind.
Because I was into figure skating, I know all the sports.
You know your winter sports.
And a luge is where you have kind of just the cone underneath your butt, and you just go down. And then the bobsled is the sled.
Okay, bobsled.
I probably want to do the luge.
Yeah, not so much on the luge. So, I mean, I get like kind of nervous about like just tubing. So a luge would be like a no.
Right. A luge would be an extreme tubing experience, except that if you're in one of these courses, which you have like
safe,
it would feel a little safer. I'd probably do it. I might want to have a drink or a puff first.
Yeah. So if anyone in the Colorado area,
actually, you know what? I'm gonna go more out on a limb. If it's in the continental U.S.
Oh, okay.
And you've got an opportunity. You know how to do it, and you know where we go to bobsled. I would say I'd be willing to make it happen. I think that would be wild.
Yeah. Oh, and you loved traveling to Jamaica, and they have a bobsled team. So I remember the Jamaican team was really good like 8 years ago when I last tuned into
they're still competitive to this day, but I'd
be down for that.
If we're gonna go to Jamaica, I would say we'd go there for other things. They don't have a bobsledding
as well
culture.
As the bobsledding.
I'm more picturing like where beach? Can we go in
I'd go like Appalachian Mountains,
Appalachia, right? Or
Lake Placid.
What is the area in New York or in California?
Oh my God, Mammoth?
Not Mammoth.
I'm
Lake
really
something.
Thinking Mammoth.
Lake something.
Lake Tahoe?
Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
So please cut a bunch of that out. But what I'm thinking of is like if you know a place in Lake Tahoe that we can go and stay the weekend and snowboard, that type of thing. I'd be so into it.
I'd be super down. I've been to Lake Tahoe once, and the snow was great.
Yeah, I'm just throwing ideas out here, but anyone who has any connections
I'm
with snow,
super down.
Bobsledding, snow sledding, bobsledding, please hit us up.
We're fine with just regular sledding as well. That's fine.
Yeah, we could
go with like a good Target sled down a hill.
Yeah, some dogs.
Easy to please. Oh my God! If you have dog sleds, I'm there. I will pay you.
Let's hear those sleigh bells ringling, ding 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 ding. It's a lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Okay, so Natalie and Tag go bobsledding, and she is high, and it's hilarious. And I related to it. That's the whole date.
And he asked her out to dinner the next night.
And this is to the steakhouse, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So then a newspaper article or a newspaper announcement is going to come out that says that Josh and Natalie are engaged. No, how did that happen?
Oh no. And I'm like, this is gonna be a whole thing. And then they just like super easily steal all of the newspapers the next day. And I'm like, rad.
Again, to my Lake Placid listeners, we understand this is not like
there's gotta be so many bad reviews from people from Lake Placid. Like they gotta be like,
love hard.
Fuck. There's like, I mean, there was a sizable amount of newspapers, but nowhere near like the population of Lake Placid.
Yeah, like, I mean, should we give it a look? See?
Okay, so each of those stacks of newspaper had like maybe 25 newspapers, right? So and they filled up the back of a Prius, which is probably like 10 stacks of newspapers. So 250, maybe 300 newspapers. Like, we could round up 500 newspapers.
Oh my
How many
God.
houses are there in Lake Placid?
So I am actually kind of eating my words. I mean,
no.
According to Wikipedia, which is of course the first thing that comes up,
very
Lake
reliable
Placid,
source.
a population of 2,300.
Oh no, it's a small
famous,
town,
but not populous. Well, okay, so regardless if it's 2,000 people or 20,000, you're not going to go around and gather up all the damn newspapers, but that's what they do.
I mean, they definitely didn't have 2,500 newspapers in the back of that Prius. So she goes for the dinner date. They have an argument first. He's like, you know what? Like, you're kind of being like dishonest. You're like willing to eat meat for this guy. She says, like, worst case scenario, I'll have a few bites of meat. And he's like, but you're like super vegetarian.
Supposedly. I have to say, I would never say that I would potentially have a bite of steak.
Yeah, and they didn't show in the restaurant whether she did. They didn't like show whether she just got a salad or whether she had the meat. I think if she had the meat, it would be more of a thing because like as she was sitting in the restaurant after the fight, like even looking at the meat going past her on other plates, she was like visibly upset by it. So that might have just been a thing she said. Yeah, the like super like bone in steaks where it still kind of looks like an animal.
Tag and Natalie get into an argument about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie and whether or not you should even celebrate Christmas.
Oh yeah, so Tag doesn't celebrate Christmas and Natalie is kind of like, oh, about that, and they don't really talk about it. She just moves past it, and then she's like,
it's kind of weird. Like they just have this weird moment where he's just kind of staring at her like, that's weird. You're you know?
Yeah, she's like,
Die and they Hard don't really explain why he's movie.
Yeah, they don't really explain it. He's just like, it's all fake, and she's like,
But as if celebrating Christmas isn't a common thing that most people do. Like he's super judgy of her all of the sudden.
Super, oh my God, what's the word? He's very hipster.
They still go back to his car and kiss. So, Claire, what did you think about the kiss?
I mean, it was terrible. Not to be spoilers or anything, but it was only slightly worse than the kiss with Josh, but whatever.
So I had just watched Back to the Future last weekend over Thanksgiving weekend, and seriously, seeing Tag and Natalie kiss was just like seeing Marty McFly kiss his mom in Back to the Future 1, where his mom kisses him. And then she leans back and she goes, I don't know what it is, Marty, but kissing you is just like kissing my brother. And that is exactly what I thought when I saw this.
It was awkward. It was painful.
No chemistry.
You could see that there was nothing. She knew immediately there was no chemistry. She was like,
it was gross. It was so yuck. But yet Tag wants to keep going out with her.
But yeah, I mean, have you had someone kiss you like that where it's like, they're just like blank bitch face basically, and they just put their face on yours, and it's just like their lip muscles are not activated. No one's home, and they just like smush, and it's the worst. That's what type of kiss it was.
School. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, there's no desire there whatsoever. Yeah. And I can say that there was probably some kisses that I had definitely in high school, and maybe a little still in my Mormon days, where it's like you're just kind of kissing because you think you should, but neither one really wants to. But certainly since then, no, but I can relate to it on a small amount.
Yeah, it was just like, It was bad.
I thought that something more was going to come of this kiss because it just seemed so fake and so without the chemistry and so icky that I thought that was going to turn into some type of subplot, which it didn't because Tag wants to keep on dating her.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, he's got some issues. He should go to a therapist. But, like, clearly. Yeah, so it didn't turn into like a whole like everyone walks out and sees that she's kissing someone who's not her fiance, apparently. Yeah, so but that didn't become a subplot. But
not at all.
I think it was a moment for her, though, realizing that being attracted to what someone looks like doesn't actually equal chemistry, like in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like, I could not even imagine a less chemistry filled kiss.
It looked like two pieces of cardboard kissing each other.
Yeah, just like, oh God. Yeah, so anyway.
Then Grandma has a surprise. That she is going to take both Josh and Natalie to her old
folks home that she
community home
visits
that she happens to be somehow involved in, and that they're going to give a workshop on the do's and don'ts of online dating. So, which it was just kind of crossing over to this kind of silly at this point when I was watching.
Yeah, I mean, all the old people, all the old folks, all the seniors were.
It was kind of age phobic, if you ask me. I thought it was a little embarrassing.
You saw them as flirty people, but they were making fun of cliche old people things. They were like, well, what do you do if I don't want to admit that I'm in a wheelchair? Then one of the others was like, oh, just say you like to roll with the homies. And so it was like stuff like that. And obviously
they said of the guy who was in the was he in a coma or
I don't know, he wasn't responsive.
Yeah, they just said
he was inert.
Just say you're a homebody.
And just say you're a homebody. And he's like, boop, 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 like in the corner, like fully out.
It's just kind of rude.
It was pretty rude, but I mean, I guess you have to have a sense of humor. But anyway.
Also, like, your grandma's gonna bring you to an old person's home to talk. Okay.
About dating apps. Yeah. And so they were like, guys, stop like lying to the people on the dating apps. And they were like, no, actually, we're not going to listen to that. And so they leave the old folks home and they walk down the street and they're like, Grandma, you're going the wrong way. And they're like, oh no, is this like a really devastating subplot about to develop? But it wasn't.
Just like with the puppy face, and she's gonna actually be some type of zombie who gets stricken with the puppy face if she's mean to men. But no.
Instead it was a surprise engagement congratulations party at the restaurant that Tag's parents own. Tag is there. Her boss shows up. Everyone's there.
Let's just unpack a couple things. First of all, I didn't realize that Tag had taken her on a date to his family's steakhouse.
Yeah, he took her to his family's place.
I somehow didn't realize Babbitt's steakhouse.
Yeah.
So then, second, the family just decides to have the engagement party at Babbitt's steakhouse.
Even though they know she's vegetarian, which, like, I'm like, I feel like there's not just one restaurant like in town. There has to be a second. There has to be a second restaurant.
And Tag is working a shift at the time of the party. And yes, her boss rocks up. So
her boss is like, I gotta see this shit show play out right now.
Interesting combination of things that I can't quite explain how they came together.
Yeah, but if my boss knew the details of my dating life, I feel like it would be weird. It might be a little weird. I mean, theoretically, they could. Anyone who's a client could be listening to the show, but...
So, everyone just happens to be back at Babbitt's Steakhouse for a surprise engagement party.
Mm-hmm.
And all the main players are there. And one thing that I put in my notes, which is a very, very random thing that I put in my notes, is, Natalie gets there and she's starting to think, how am I going to handle all of this, all of these players? And they show this thing where she's walking around and then it switches to her walking upside down, or she's seeing things upside down, like things are just kind of topsy-turvy. I was like, oh my God, how many moments have I had where I was drunk? And that is exactly how I felt. Like, oh, hello world. Like, yeah. I don't know. I thought as just far as, demonstrating how it feels to be in public drunk, that that hit home to me. I have to say something. So her brother had gone and done previous research on her and hadn't been able to find anything. Isn't she a famous journalist?
Yeah, right? How? Was he the worst researcher ever?
Right, because it comes up again in this
Maybe
scene.
She's under a pen name, though. Because that would make sense why people wouldn't recognize her on the dating apps.
Possibly. And why Josh does. So what does Josh think that she does for a living? Because
they never talked about that. What?
Right.
Yeah, because he doesn't know that she has a dating app column, because that's a twist. Is that even though they're both lying to a bunch of people, she's also lying to him.
She is. But tell me, Claire, did you ever get to the point where you thought that what she was doing was worse than what Josh had done? I still, to this point in the movie, was like, this is so forced. Like, he's much bigger of a jerk than she is. I never was like, this is equal in my mind.
No. Yeah. I guess I didn't like compare it on terms of being equal or not. Yeah.
Because there's this scene where the brother comes and says, oh, this is just for her column. I just spoke to her boss. And Josh is like, what? And it's like, dude, no.
Dude. You use someone else's pictures.
So it's just not even comparable. You fucked with her heart. She's obviously having real feelings. It never felt like they made any type of argument that she was doing anything even half as nefarious as he was, in my mind.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, a lot of it can be chalked up to being super into, or thinking you're super into a person, because you're associating these 2 weeks of phone calls and everything with someone's photo, and then you meet the person who's in the photo, and somehow you have to be like, no, actually they're nothing like the person I was talking to that whole time. So it's kind of I wouldn't have recommended it myself to do what she did, but I don't think it was on the same level as catfishing someone on an initial level on a dating app, when you are already kind of exposed to danger. I mean, honestly, it's it's a vulnerable place to be. And
she never lied to him. He lied to her. She did not lie to him, at all. I don't know what he thought that she did for a living. They never really covered that. But she was not deceitful.
Yeah, because they never had a scene where he was like, what do you do? And she's like, oh, I write stuff. And
you're allowed to be a date columnist.
Yeah.
And date.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, exactly.
So my blanket advice still after watching this movie is, if you're going to date online and you think that you have a connection with someone, 1 week and you meet and then you make your decision. If you are not meeting after 1 week,
yeah, that's crazy.
No, I don't understand
crazy.
why her friend thought that it was going to be this great opportunity to open her up to this entire nation.
Open it like 25 miles. Don't open it 3,000.
Yes. Or
that's
potentially
wild.
Open it up if you frequently travel to an area, or if you're likely to be in an area.
She was bi-coastal. Yeah.
Yes. If you are not likely to be able to meet this person, if you're in a completely other city, in another state, let's say, if you're not likely to be able to meet this person in 1 month, if you're in another state, no. If you're in the same city, 1 week. Yeah. If you're in the same country, 1 month.
I've never actually gone more than 1 week without meeting someone who I was talking to on a dating app. That's never happened to me. I mean, I guess it's because I'm very comfortable taking the initiative as well. Being like, I'm free on Tuesday. And then like letting them plan the rest of it. I've always
been like,
yeah,
this isn't a pen pal app.
Yeah, exactly. Like this isn't my job to just like talk to you, entertain you, give you an ego boost.
Yes. A lot of people who are going to listen to this, though, will have been already speaking with people for multiple weeks and will open themselves up to this. I know, because I do this. And seriously, if you are online and you connect with someone and they are in your state, if they are within 100 miles of you, 1 week, 1 week.
1 week.
If you are in the same country, if you are within 1,000 miles of each other, I would give it a month. I would say I would be open to that.
Is okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also, it's like, why do you have to make it so hard on yourself, though?
Okay. There's many reasons why you might date someone in another state. Yes. You make it happen.
Yeah.
Nothing good comes out of continual texting and DMing. Even if you feel like you have chemistry, even if you feel like you have a connection, there is no fucking point to carrying on if you don't plan to see each other in person. Nothing. No.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
If you're down to see them and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, like work and everything. No, they don't fucking want to see you. I'm sorry to make it so blunt with you, but like they're not interested in coming and meeting you, because if they were, they would make it happen.
So if you want to keep in touch, then keep in touch because it's like a fun thing maybe to do on the side. Not because you think that you have an actual relationship with this person.
Use it as an ego
Go
boost.
into, these virtual reality rooms, have your relationships. But the moment that you take it into your real life, you're crossing a huge no line in my mind. Oh. It's not reality if you don't see each other in person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you want to carry on
like
for 10
sexy
years,
virtual like dating thing, that's fine.
But do not say that you have a partner. Do not say that this person is your boyfriend. Do not say that you're engaged. Do not say that you're in a relationship. Have this be a hobby or something on the side.
Yeah, don't believe that any of it is like that that your perception of them is reality, because it probably isn't. But let it be what it is. If it's fun, let it be fun. But don't
if you're able to
do
that,
your life.
Yeah.
Be open to the actual like connections in reality with people who are willing to meet up with you publicly in person. And
not everyone can do that. And if you don't think that you can have a romantic life outside of this, just cut it off. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. Like, this is not a real thing. It's a hobby. It's porn.
It's basically
if
porn.
You can say that it's porn.
Yeah.
If you
can say, hey, like I'm of the opinion that if we're not meeting in person, this isn't real, and I'm gonna be talking to other people, and it was nice to talk to you, but in my mind, you're not interested in meeting me. It's not real. So good luck with your life. They can be like, oh, actually, like, I will meet you in public, and, you know, maybe give them that chance, but you don't have to. Like, honestly, if someone wasn't, like, already excited about making it happen, if it's something that you were willing to make happen as well, if there was distance involved, you were willing to travel and they weren't, no,
That's
don't do
such a
it.
good
No,
point.
fuck
We
that.
hear about these one-sided things kind of a
Yeah,
lot in
they're
X-Files, and
using you. Don't do
um
it.
yeah. Mhm.
I'm sorry, I
Or
cut you off.
yeah. No, it's just if it's completely one-sided and you're willing to do it and the other person isn't, God, you deserve so much more than
Yeah.
that. Seriously.
There's more than that.
But you know what? If you're able to just keep it a fantasy and both of you know that, there's room for that. You know, just like there's room for all sorts of porn. You know, fantasy plays an important role in people's lives.
Yeah.
But like I said, the moment it starts to bleed over into your actual life, you're fooling yourself and you're fooling everyone else. So, and this is what happens with Natalie and Josh, is that they get to Babbitt's Steakhouse and all of the players are there. Tag is there, the boss is there, the brother is there, douchey as hell, and she is getting drunk and no one knows what to do. And then we have
the dad
balcony confession with the dad. Yeah.
But basically he says like, congratulations to Josh and ... and she yells out no to like block her name from being heard.
Cringe factor.
So cringe. And she runs up the stairs. She's like, actually, I want to make my own speech. And his dad is like, I mean, cool, but like weird, I guess. She cuts him off. She runs up there. She's on the thing. She's like, oh, well, here goes nothing. I'm just going to come fully clean.
Exactly.
She tells
Here goes
the whole
nothing.
story. What?
I just kind of, why would you do that? Like, no one was expecting you to do anything. But yeah, she gets up there and just,
I mean, yeah, the alternative was like letting him say her name and just tag being upset. And I think it's like she felt like the need to like explain, like, yo.
Okay.
I'm not living in a lie anymore. I'm actually gonna say like what's been happening. Like, yeah. Josh catfished me. And I agreed to pretend to be his girlfriend while he helped me get set up with Tag. And I pretended to be this outdoorsy girl that I was not to get with Tag. Meanwhile, Josh fucking proposes to me like a dipshit. Sorry.
Dipshit. That is actually such a good way to describe Josh.
Well, honestly, like I feel like she's been bamboozled as well.
I am not team Josh.
She did this nice thing, pretending to be his girlfriend so that they could break up after Christmas and he could have this moment in the spotlight of feeling like a success.
And he got her more deep into it, encouraging her to fuck Tag.
Yeah.
Or kiss him, whatever.
Yeah, or be this person for Tag. Because she probably would have just been herself if Josh hadn't been coaching her on how to be the right girl for Tag. Because she was herself. Yeah, and Tag seemed into it until her face was all swollen. Yeah, Tag is upset. He's like, oh my God, you like totally emotionally catfished me. And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And he's like, he catfished you, but you catfished me.
And then Natalie ends up at the Grand Hotel of Lake Placid.
I know, which she could have gone to the whole time. I just want to say also, Josh has been super nice for a man who's been sleeping on the floor for like a week. Apparently.
Good point, girl.
You know, like I would not be in as chill of a mood. Possibly.
Josh is really chill.
I don't know any man who would have been chill after a week of sleeping on the floor.
Well, except if you had done what he did, which is, you know, identity theft and pretty skeezy stuff. I mean, I'd be like really embarrassed if I did that. I might be like, yeah, take my bed, just don't tell anyone.
Just please don't tell my
for
parents
a week. For a week.
Asshole.
And she does something that's quite lovely, which is she goes and affirms his candle dream. I don't know why I'm laughing. But
it's not sexual at all. He makes candles, okay?
And she makes sure that she affirms that before, bouncing out of his life. She manages to make it into the house and write this card and light all the candles.
Yeah, that's like a lot of preparation. Get out. So
what was that?
It's a lot of preparation, to be fair.
It's a lot of prep, but then she gets to the Lake Placid Grand Hotel. Her boss is there. He's laughing about it. And she says, you are in for the story of your life. And Claire, one of my favorite parts is, as someone who has a brand new MacBook.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? She's
using fucking 98 MacBook. Microsoft Word. I was thinking that too. I'm like, what the fuck is she using? Oh my God. No, like, where's the little old paperclip guy? Because he belongs on that version. I'm like, why is she not using Google Drive? Like, who?
Totally. Also, I was like, Microsoft what is with the Word
on an Apple.
And like the enormous keys?
Doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't have Microsoft on an Apple without some major configuration.
Yes, totally. This movie was
whack.
Written and produced this year. I do
by
know a little bit about
psychopaths, not in reality. They don't know how to rock climb and they don't know how Macs work.
Right. I was like,
clearly they're
I do not relate to this at this point.
No,
I do not get this girl. I don't know where this computer came from, but I am not in
what sort of wild black market did you get this computer off of?
It really threw me off.
Yeah,
but so through writing the story, staying up all night. And she
not realistic.
Comes to the realization, well, that too, like,
no.
Okay, as a writer, you never get so tortured to come up with your next sentence that you're like, I can't sleep.
I mean, I guess I could. I mean, even in the worst moments. Okay, I only had one sleepless night over the worst breakup of my life. Okay, so
but I
it's probably not that night. What's that?
I probably have had sleepless nights ish, but I wasn't writing. I was crying and drinking and taking baths.
Yeah. I was just laying in bed until 5 a.m. and then I drove to my parents. So I guess that works.
Yeah, exactly, too. But not trying
probably bath would have been better.
Something.
Yeah.
I know. And then she just happens to get a notification from Flirt Alert. Is that the name of the app?
Yeah, that's a great job.
Flirt Alert. And Josh has gone back on. He's getting back out there.
One night later, after his failed fake engagement party, he's on the apps.
As
red flag.
Candle maker. He's a candle maker.
As a candle maker.
Lake Placid.
Yeah. And he's not just showing the pictures of himself, but he's pictures of him being himself. Like,
without
instead of like posing with a wrench, he's actually being who he is, based on the advice that Natalie gave him.
And that he came to, I guess, learn on his own through his own hard lives lessons.
Yeah.
And Natalie is like, oh my God.
She's like, actually, he's like super hot.
Yeah, he's a catch. And so, well, a liar, but a catch. And so she finishes writing the article, and we're like, oh my God, what is she gonna say?
Oh my God. What is she gonna say?
How is this possibly going to
How's it gonna work
Are
out?
they not gonna end up together?
Yeah.
And then what do we see?
She references a movie that we very easily could have been reviewing instead of this one.
Yeah.
Love Actually.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
We did not do Love Actually.
No. My God. I just remember watching it with my parents and my dad standing in front of the TV during the sex scene.
We gotta do it next year. But yes, I hate that movie so much, but I don't know if I hate this movie more or less. Natalie is going to pull out something from the pop culture lexicon, which I don't think is going to be leaving us anytime soon, which is the Love Actually cardboard
scene, cardboard communication. Yeah.
Okay, I have to jump in here and say I just get tickled pink whenever I see satires of this that say, "Tell them the Mormons are here."
I thought you would like that. Oh my God, I saw that.
I'm like, I'm a part of this.
You're like, I feel included.
I love that so much. It just,
oh my God.
It just fills me up. I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's just like the type of thing where you're going around and then all of a sudden you see this, tell them it's the Mormons. And you're like, oh, I have kind of a weird life in that movies are talking about me.
Nah. That's funny.
I really do have these moments where I'm like, oh yeah, being Mormon's kind of weird. So but then she does the proclamation of love, and I have to say Josh's face touched me.
It was cute. Yeah, I thought it was really cute until the kiss. I feel like they did not sell the kiss. I'm sorry. It was really cute, and then they were kissing, and I was like, ooh, this is weird. Yeah, they just like, it was, I don't know, like what was going on that day with them, but like, they just like, were not selling it. I don't know, like maybe they couldn't involve like passion because like the jump from PG to PG-13 or something, but like I feel like it was okay. I feel like a passionate kiss is appropriate for the other
especially because they focused in on his face, and I have to say I think he's quite a good actor. I mean, you really could feel that he was like, is this seriously happening? He was touched. To me right now? Was like, wow. It was beautiful to just see the look in his eyes. And then, you know, for him just to kind of walk over and them to be like, oh, yeah, I guess we kiss. I would have liked it to just be more of like a hurried, rushed, oh my God, like, oh.
Yeah, like grab each other sort of thing instead of like kiss, but no, like kiss keep your mouth closed. Keep it fucking closed. Because that's what kind of kiss it was. Like kiss, but don't touch bodies. Leave room for Jesus in between while we kiss. You know, it was like, it was a weird, it would just like, it just felt, it was incongruent.
It was not
with
sexy.
The scene. Yeah.
Yep. It wasn't hot. I wouldn't say it was really that authentic, and it did not get you very excited, especially, you know, like they're kind of, we kiss now, and then, you know, go to this family thing. It just,
honestly, the kiss in the family thing afterwards was more romantic than the initial kiss. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. Because it wasn't trying to be anything. It wasn't, you know, it was just like, I
would have loved to see them be like, I've got to have you now, like behind the Christmas tree, you know.
Yeah, we want some steamy Love Actually scenes up in here, okay? Like, you can't reference Love Actually without like a literal porn scene, okay? So,
right? Yeah. So, but you know, for when at the end of the day, let's just say that when all is said and done, Love Hard, you were the first X-Files contemporary film that we've reviewed on the show. I
thought it was
glad
cute.
that you produced a movie.
It was funny.
It was funny. It was cute.
Like the first half, I was kind of worried we wouldn't have much to talk about, and then like everything happened in the second half. But then it was good. I watched it in 2 days, and I kind of panicked and texted Janice, and I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna be like enough material for us. And here we are, 3 hours later.
Yeah, I want to keep doing these. I have to say, I have always said that we're on to something with these happy hour. Maybe if it's even a second podcast that we just come on and do this. Who knows?
My God. Yeah.
I mean, people, maybe it's going to catch on eventually. I know that I like it.
Yeah, totally.
I think we're witty and have good insights, but
yeah, we reserve the
right to what we want. Put out drunk content that only we like.
Yeah. Tipsy content. I don't know if I'm fully drunk, but this has been a very enjoyable Pinot Noir. I highly recommend Fresh Vine if you're interested in a low sugar. I think it's organic too. What is it? I don't know. But it's like a healthy-ish wine.
It's a healthy-ish wine. So we are just on the verge, on the edge of a brand new year of content for X-Files. Yes. So if there's a movie that you would like us to cover, if there's a show you'd like us to cover, if you think we're boring, you don't want us to cover anything, please let us know, because we are...
DM us if you don't like it, but review it if you do like it. That's
that's my request. If you want to hear more, we are always asking, like, what would you like to hear us drink and talk about? Because I don't see this going away anytime soon.
No,
but I would like to know what people would enjoy hearing us dish about. Who knows what the future holds? We're at the beginning of a brand new year and a brand new future, and I'm so excited about it. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for bearing with us.
Thank you for bearing with us. And good luck to future Claire editing our masterpiece.
I think it's gonna be pretty easy. But anyways, happy holidays, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. We love you.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to X-Files, a podcast about breakups, broken hearts, and moving on.
If you liked this episode, please help others find us by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts or by following the show on Spotify.
And if you'd like to connect more with us and learn about breakup coaching, find us on Instagram at X-Files Podcast.